Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess.
Rodgers pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Packers.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers pass.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Mercedes-Lewis.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run, and it's a touchdown for the Packers.
On the keeper. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To throw is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the deep.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 11.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25.
It'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down Packers. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
For the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
31. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On third down, Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
16 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get